Lasermate. Eject. Operation. Channel intro.
Hello fellow YouTubers, LEGO AWC Stop Motioner here, and here I have Transformers Prime First Edition Voyager class Bulkhead. This figure was like my grail figure. This is one I wanted. And then the other day I was on just one of the selling sites on Facebook, and I found this guy for a fairly decent deal, all things considered. I mean, this guy is... he's not cheap. You know, he's one of the most sought after Transformers of all time. So, and I can definitely see why. This figure is awesome. Now, yes, he does have a little bit of tolerance issues, but I'm alright with that. It's worth all the awesomeness this figure has going for it. Just look at this truck Hummer mode. I don't really know what to call this, but look at that. Look at all those robot parts just tucked in there. This guy really mass shifts. So, for vehicle mode size comparisons, here he is with Cliff Jumper. Here he is with Attack Prime. Here's First Edition Bumblebee. Now for RC, you can use either the mainline one, or I personally prefer to use the First Edition just because the paint apps are better. You know, unfortunately it doesn't hold together as well anymore because one of the pegs ended up snapping off. It was stressing and I couldn't tab this in. So I was like, okay, I'll just have to let it not attach very well. So that kind of sucks. But either way, there's most of the original Prime lineup. Just really need to get a Ratchet. So that's really cool. That just makes me really happy. He rolls really well. You're really not gonna have any problem rolling him. Now he's got his weapon here. If you so choose, you can peg it into the back here. It's not the greatest weapon storage, but at least it's there if you so choose. Of course, here he is with his rival Breakdown. And I don't think it looks too bad, the scale. They can crash into each other. They're both really awesome looking vehicle modes. I love them both. But Breakdown's got his terrible stickers that are just peeling off and I can do nothing about it. Her Toy Hacks is supposed to be working on replacement stickers. Really hope they do. Okay, that's not tabbing in. Oh well. So, I think that basically covers Bulkhead in vehicle mode. Now, we're going to get into his transformation, which is absolutely ingenious. Okay, I need to angle the camera up because, believe me, this guy really does do some mass shifting. Just a second. Alright, so to start off, you just lift this part up to detach the feet. Then you disconnect them, pull them down, then you grab him right here, and then grab him by his hips and extend this section. Fold this down, hold out the heels and the feet, the toes. Now I'm going to need to readjust the heels a little bit. Okay, next you want to take this part, angle it forward like this. You just kind of want to pull these up to try and get them out of the way. Then you detach the back wheels right here from the arms. And you just angle it forward. You see these arms are spring-loaded, so they're going to separate. You pull these forward. Now, you just want to take these, kind of angle them up. Now they're supposed to tab in. It just takes a little bit too much force though, so I don't really bother with it. It doesn't really affect the figure, so I'm just going to leave it. Then there's a tab right here, and there's a slot in there. You just want to tab that in. And you want to try and get this lined up. Tab that into place. Okay, now you might just want to angle up a little bit more. You just angle these in front. Then I'm going to take these, just kind of angle these up so they're up and out of the way. Do the same on this side. Okay, then you want to kind of push down. Just kind of maneuver it, get the head down. Then there's some slots right here. You just want to tab it onto the back there. Then you take this part, tab this into place, you angle the wheels up. We're almost done. Just want to rotate right here, pull the fists out, angle the shoulders properly. And there we have Bulkhead in his robot mode. And this robot mode is unbelievable. It pretty much looks exactly like how Bulkhead did in the show. There's a few little color inaccuracies here and there. You know, these should be black, and the fists should, and so should the feet. But all in all, it's an awesome figure. These wheels might turn some people off, but for me, that's how it looked in the show. Yes, they should compress more, but I really have no problem with it whatsoever. Come on, focus. Head sculpt is bang on. And you know, there's this hollow spot right here that honestly does not bug me at all once I get this guy in hand. It really adds to the layered look of him. It's just absolutely amazing. This figure is like almost 10 years old, and he's such an engineering marvel. Just an awesome figure. I just really hate that Hasbro, you know, canceled the release of this figure at mass retail and then released an acceptable RID figure. I hate it when they do that. Just make the good figure acceptable to begin with. Stop making acceptable alternatives. Now, if you want to give him some weaponry, you can fold his fist back. That kind of looks like a gun. But you can also give him his mace, and now he really looks like he's ready to crush some Decepticons. Speaking of which, here he is with his rival. And the scale is definitely not perfect. Breakdown should be a little bit taller than Bulkhead. But you know what? They're still big, they're still bulky, so I'm okay with it. It's good enough in my book. Just really awesome figure. Now, I'm not sure if the green is... I'm not sure if I can really say the green is 100% accurate, but I'm still really happy with it. Now, he is a little fragile. You do want to be careful when handling him. That is one of the advantages of the RID one, is that it is, may not have as many issues. Because, you know, there's some stress marks on him here and there. But, oh well. I just know to be careful with him. As I always try to be with my Transformers. Alright. Here he is with Attack Prime. Here I have Cliff Jumper. Now RC, again, can stick in either the mainline one, which scales a little bit better. There's Bumblebee. Or you can stick in the first edition, which for some reason I prefer. I don't know what I like about that first edition more. Maybe it's the expression, maybe just the color the shade of blue that they went with appeals to me more. The Stinger definitely isn't as bad as on the mainline one. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it a Stinger. But there they all are, looking really awesome. Like I said, I just need to get a ratchet. And that is it. Well, at least for the original lineup. Then, of course, I'd need Smokescreen, Ultra Magnus, and Wheeljack. But for now, just getting the main lineup is really nice. And I kind of consider this Bulkhead to be like I call him the endgame figure in the sense that like I get him. It's like we're in the endgame now because the other figures are a little pricey, but not as pricey as Bulkhead is. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to get first edition Cliffjumper, even if APC Toys does tackle him, because I mean, the RID one is pretty good. Sure, it is the acceptable alternative, but it's a good figure. You know, it's not like Bulkhead where the RID one really, honestly, looked really bad. I really think that about covers him. So, I guess I'll go in and stick him on my Prime display. Alright, so there's Bulkhead with my Prime display. Looks really awesome. He's adding some much needed green to it. So a very awesome figure. I am absolutely thrilled to have him in my collection. And this is one that every collector needs. But he is definitely going to cost you a lot unless you end up stumbling on a good deal for him like I did. Honestly though, even if I had forked over $120, I mean, I would have had some regrets, but still, he is really awesome, and you definitely need him. Whether you do just pay the ridiculous prices, or wait for Hasbro to re-release him, or wait for APC Toys to tackle him, you need a version of this guy. He is unbelievable. I absolutely love this figure, and I highly, highly recommend him. So, if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and God bless.